What's happening, YouTube? Here's Rock Cran coming to you tonight with a video about the state of the Batman comic book. If you don't know, I've been a comic book reader since the late 70s. I really enjoy the medium. It's like my favorite medium for entertainment. These days, probably video games I spend more time with, but I have the DC Universe service and it's full of comic books, and the book I want to talk about right now is Batman, which I'm on DC Universe. I'm all caught up. I've read all the issues that are available there by Tom King. He's written them all. The Rebirth edition of Batman, and I guess it's up to 72 now. I'm only around 40 or 45 right around 44 or 45, and I think it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. There's been a lot of clapback, though, for Tom King. His Heroes in Crisis, people aren't liking it. I've enjoyed every issue I've read so far. I don't know, it's like people don't read it, they just react to what they've heard about it sometimes. Having actually read the book, I mean, it nearly brings me to tears with every issue, and they're not bad. It's like good times, you know? I read it and I'm happy. So, I don't know what's going on with that, and I guess his Mr. Miracle ended with a whimper, not a bang. I only read the first issue of that, so I'm kind of hoping that comes to DC Universe here pretty soon, since it's all in the can. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, Tom King is off Batman, coming soon. I think 85 is his last issue, and that'll be around December, I think. So that'll be his final issue, and then they haven't announced who's taking over. But then he's got a 12-issue miniseries that he's writing called Bat and the Cat. And it's a Batman and Catwoman individual comic book. 12-issue maxi series. And you know what? It's all good to me. I mean, I don't know why people hate this stuff, but people are going to hate. It's just what they do. I mean, some of the storylines haven't been so great, but I Am Bane was so awesome. I mean, that was one of the best. I just absolutely loved it. And I'm not sure what they call this last one that I just read, but Clark Kent and Lois Lane come to Gotham to congratulate Bruce and Selina on their upcoming nuptials. And they hang out for like 2 or 3 issues, and it's just so good. It's truly like one of the coolest stories I've read, and it's pretty much no action. It's just these characters all getting to know each other again, reintroducing themselves. I mean, because, you know, this Clark Kent isn't the one that this Batman fought with, you know, for the last, you know, from the beginning of the New 52. It's not that Superman. So they really do have to learn to get, you know, hang out again, be friends again, because they're not the same people. But, you know, he's still Superman, so he still behaves the same way. And that's a good thing, you know. And Batman is, of course, Batman. But then the last storyline I read was called The Gift. And this is kind of like Elseworlds, but not really. It took place in continuity. Booster Gold, just trying to be a really nice guy, he went back in time and saved Batman's parents, so they don't die. That was his wedding gift for Bruce and Selina. And of course, when you change the past, everything goes apeshit. And that's what happened in that storyline. And it was really cool. I mean, just 3 issues, just a short little series, you know, inside the contours of the Batman comic, but it was really good. Booster Gold is a damaged hero. He thought things would be different when he came back to the past. You know, he thought he'd be a big damn hero, but he just isn't. He thought for sure he'd be a somebody, but he just isn't. And it's, you know, that's his tragedy. But it's, you know, it was a really cool, like, 3-part story. I really enjoyed it, and it didn't end up with misery or anything. It was, you know, everything's back to normal. Of course, the Bruce Wayne from the world that his parents didn't die in, he killed himself at the end of it, so it is kind of tragic. But, I don't know, he didn't have a place in the world anymore. because they fixed it. They let his parents die in the alley. That's so bad. I guess it is tragic. But I don't know. I don't think Tom King deserves to be kicked off Batman, but I'm happy for him getting his 12-issue miniseries. So, you know, it's not a complete and utter failure on his part. But I'm hoping whoever comes on next isn't, like, instantly hated by all the Tom King fans. Because that would suck. That would suck really bad. I mean, to get, like, Grant Morrison or something. Get Frank Miller. That'd be cool. Frank Miller does the next 6 issues of Batman. Get it back on track. At least where people would hope it was back on track. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Yeah, I was actually really enjoying the Batman title by Tom King, so I don't know why everybody hates it. Honestly, I mean, Zach at Diversity in Comics, or now it's Comics Matter with your boy Zach, he says that Batman is basically just getting cucked out all the time. He's ineffectual, he's weak, he's always second-guessing himself, and he's not very confident. I don't know. I didn't see any of that, but like I said, I'm a year behind. So maybe when I catch up to where they're at now, I'll understand his arguments. But through the, I Am Gotham, what was their Suicide Squad, or I Am Suicide, then I Am Bane, and the War of Jokes and Riddles, and The Gift, and I don't know. It's just been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. But anyways, that's just what I wanted to say about this. This is, I don't know if it's really controversial. Comic Pop did a whole hour-long video about it. So, there you have it. Anyways, that's just my thoughts. And y'all have a good night. And I'll talk to you next time. Laters.